Hello and welcome to this lesson plan for the Revit user interface intro. We will take a look at creating custom families in this video. This is part 5 of 5. My name is John Harridge and I will be your host today for this lesson. Now let's take a look at the learning objectives for video 5. For the first objective, we'll take a look at changing type properties of a Revit family. This could be changing a door or a window component to add a new size. So that could be used repeatedly across a project. And in the second example, we'll take a look at creating an in-place family. Basically, it's a way of creating a component that's unique to this project and may not be used on another project. And we'll take a look at how you can use that for space planning purposes. With that, let's get started. In this exercise, you open an existing project file, modify a door family, and create an in-place family. To begin, let's go ahead and open up the Revit file, Revit Intro Exercise 5. And you can see the residential project on screen. If you don't see the floor plan view, just make sure that level 1 floor plan is the active view. And then move your cursor back into the canvas window and go ahead and select the double door. And in the properties palette, you can actually confirm which size of double door it currently is. In this case, we're going to create a new one, so we choose Edit Type. And we want to add to the existing size catalog, so we do that through the Duplicate. So go ahead and choose Duplicate. And let's give it the name 48 inches by 80 inches. And then click OK to accept. All right, so that just gives it a formal name. We have to update the dimensions to align with the formal name. So let's change the height to 6'8" and change the width to 4 feet. And then once you have that all confirmed, please go ahead and choose OK. All right, and now you'll see that door updated in the project environment. Please click Modify when through. In this next exercise, we will help the client visualize their surroundings by modeling an in-place family for a hallway clock, as shown here. This requires us to go to the Architecture tab, Build panel, and then selecting the Model in Place command from the Component pull-down menu. In the upcoming dialog box, let's select Generic Models, as that would be the appropriate category for what we're trying to accomplish here, and then choose OK. And let's give it the name Hall Clock and select OK to continue. And then you'll see that the ribbon has been replaced by a Create ribbon, and we're going to use the form tools. In this example, we'll use a simple extrusion object. We'll choose Extrude, and then we'll give its height as 6 inches for the base of the clock. And when you hit the Enter key, you'll see that dimension endpoint value appear in the Properties palette. Next, move your cursor into the canvas window, and we'll pick up the rectangle sketch tool. And we want to create a rectangle that's approximately 1 foot by 1'4" for the base. Again, the dimensions aren't critical. The idea is to get a feel for creating in-place components. All right, after you've create the sketch, you do have to finish the sketch mode to actually have it generate the 3D form. But also notice that we are still in this in-place modeling mode. You can see that through the Create tab. And if we reopen that, you'll see that the form giving tools are still visible. We'll repeat the process again to create the main part of the clock. So click on extrusion and set the start point to 6 inches and the end point to 5'6". Again, pick up the rectangle sketch tool, and what we'll do this time is we'll actually create an offset. So we'll set that to -2 inches and hit the enter key to accept that value, and then basically trace over the two diagonal points that you use to create the base part of the clock, and then choose the finish mode to end that sketch and also generate that form. And then to complete the process, go ahead and choose finish mode, and that will complete the in-place component for the hallway clock. With that, let's take a look at next steps. If you would, please save the file as Revit Intro Exercise 5 finished. Now let's review the objectives that we accomplished in this lesson. First, we were able to change type properties of an existing family to create a new size for future use in the project. And then second, we were able to create a new in-place family as a placeholder for a hall clock to help a client visualize what the surroundings could look like inside this project. With that, let's take a look at Autodesk Resources. I would like to make you aware of two specific Autodesk resources. The first one being the Autodesk Education Community, where you can access free software for both students and educators, and that can be located at www.students.autodesk.com. It does require registration, and you can use either your own personal email address or a school-issued email address. The second resource is the Autodesk Digital STEAM Workshop. It's hands-on, project-based learning across multiple industries such as architecture, engineering, gaming, and animation. And those resources are located at www.digitalsteam.autodesk.com. This concludes this exercise. Thank you very much for watching.